You brought up the topic of democracy last time and asked, what is the impact of this on our democracy? I want to pose that question again because I do think it's important. I think the solutions are important. Let's take the politics out of it, but it's so hard to do that because there's no election without the politics in it. But what's the impact on our democracy?
The impact is that we continue to cast aspersions towards each other because we don't understand each other. There's no effort to learn from each other. Fox News viewers should tune into MSNBC. MSNBC viewers should tune into Fox. Your viewers should tune into CNBC and Fox Business, and they should do the same with you. We need to get this variety of opinion. We need to understand how people think, how they need. Because if you write people off, if you simply shut them down, they will demand to be heard. They will make their voices heard, and you'll get another outcome like 2016. I have so many Democratic friends that come to me and say, I can't believe what happened. I can't believe he got elected. And I said to them, if you'd watched Fox, if you'd listened to talk radio, you would have seen what was going on, and just maybe, you could have prevented it. But if we're so narrow-minded, and I get really agitated over this, as you can tell, we're so narrow-minded that we don't understand how people live. And I always try to give you a statistic every single time we do these interviews. To me, the most significant statistic, and the people who make up this election, are the 23% of Americans who live paycheck to paycheck. They're not Republicans or Democrats, they're not liberals or conservatives. They're Americans, and they're generally struggling. And they see all these debates, and they hear all this yelling and screaming on TV. They may read it in newspapers, although they probably don't have time because they're trying to make ends meet. And they're simply asking for someone to talk to them, to listen to them, to understand what's gone wrong with them, and to have a solution to make it go right. And unless we address these people, we're going to have I want to use the S show, but I don't want to get you in trouble. But we're going to have this is going to continue. And those who choose not to hear from those they don't understand and don't appreciate, just know that you're not part of the solution. You're actually part of the problem. And people like me are going to hold you accountable. We can't fix the economic hole in this country, but only if we understand what creates jobs, what gives us more opportunity, and how people are really struggling and they need a direction. And after all, your viewers are economic voters for the most part. We can heal what's dividing this country politically, but only if we seek to apply answers rather than air our grievances. The reason that we don't have peace in the Middle East, which is happening right now as you're taping this interview, is because they keep going back to what happened last year, 10 years ago, 100 years ago. It's all about redressing or addressing grievances from the past rather than finding solutions for the future. And I know that this is not really what you want me to talk about, but it's what I talk about in every interview. This is solvable. America is still a great country. We still have an incredible future if we choose to accept our responsibility to look past the mistakes and the grievances of today and focus on achieving meaningful, measurable results tomorrow. I'm not optimistic that we will do it, but I know that we have the possibility.